His body slammed against the pavement. His motorcycle scraped along the asphalt as the officer yanked it forward, dragging him like an animal. The crowd gasped. Phones rose into the air. Marcus Johnson, humiliated in front of strangers, powerless under the weight of a badge and a uniform. But if you think this was just another traffic stop, you're wrong. Because what happened next will break your heart. Marcus wasn't a criminal. He wasn't violent. He wasn't even speeding that night. He was a father. A husband. A man who worked long shifts at a warehouse just to keep food on the table. He loved motorcycles, they were his escape, his little slice of freedom after a hard day's work. That night, Marcus had just finished a 12-hour shift. He was tired, sweaty, but smiling. Because at home, his daughter had been waiting to show him her school project. He promised he'd be there before bedtime. But freedom can vanish in seconds. Blue lights flashed in his rearview mirror. A cop pulled him over. Marcus felt his chest tighten. He knew how these encounters could end. The officer stepped out with arrogance in his stride. He didn't ask questions. He didn't explain. He accused Marcus of being a gang member, of riding a stolen bike, of being trouble. Marcus tried to speak. But every word he said was twisted, thrown back at him as if his voice didn't matter. The officer grabbed Marcus' motorcycle and dragged it while Marcus was still on it. His body slammed against the concrete. His arms scraped. His dignity ripped away in front of strangers. People gasped. Someone shouted, "That's not right." But no one dared step closer. Marcus' silence was not weakness, it was survival. He knew that if he fought back, he might never see his family again. Later that night, the video hit social media. The world watched in horror. At home, his wife sobbed as she replayed the footage. His daughter, just 9 years old, saw her father on the ground, humiliated. She asked, "Mommy, why are they hurting Daddy? What did he do?" And there was no answer. Because how do you explain to a child that her father was treated like that? For nothing. Many thought it would be buried. Another case swept under the rug. But something was different this time. The footage was undeniable. Community leaders rallied. Protesters filled the streets. The officer was placed on leave. And Marcus? He became a name on banners, a face in marches. A man who never asked to be a symbol, but was forced into it. Reporters wanted anger. They wanted Marcus to shout, to curse the system. But when he finally spoke, his words were simple. "I just want my children to know that their father is not a criminal. That I am a man. That I deserve respect." Those words hit harder than any speech. Because they came from a man who had every reason to hate, but chose dignity instead. As investigations continued, the truth about that officer unraveled.